So today's video is going to be a little different. It's going to be about what's in this box right here. And I'm sure you guys already figured it out from the title of today's video, but if you didn't look at that, if you just clicked on it, we're going to take a look at some new poker chips that I just bought. So I bought some poker chips that are a huge step up from the crappy ones that I currently have because I wanted good ones to film with for upcoming videos and upcoming courses for MicroGrinder Poker School. So we're going to take a look at these. I want to share them with you. I want to unbox them with you guys, and I want to tell you guys what I think about them because I got a hell of a deal on these chips, and I'm going to tell you guys how I did that. So you guys might be interested in checking these out, so I figured, well, why not share them with you? Kind of like how I shared this poker table and how I got a hell of a deal on this poker table. You know, I want to share deals with you guys as well. And I totally forgot to tell you guys about my chips that I collected in Vegas when I went around to all the different casinos, what I was able to get, and the ones that I didn't miss. I want to share this collection with you because I'm looking to expand it. And I want to show you guys what I got. And if you guys have ideas for stuff for me to add on to this, you know, maybe I'll look to add on more chips. But anyways, before we get to all this, I figured I'd share a bit of a drive that my wife and I took with me. This last weekend we took a day trip out through Napa Valley, the wine country, up to the north coast of Northern California to one of the beaches and spent some time at the beach. So for you guys that haven't been out here to Napa, for those of you that haven't been to Northern California or even California, you haven't seen the wine country out here, if you haven't seen the beaches out here, I figured I'd share some of that with you. So yeah, you know, let's take a look at that right now, and then after that, we'll take a look at what's in here. Alright, so let's get to unboxing this bad boy. So for those of you that shop on Amazon, for those of you that don't, there's a really easy way to get amazing deals on Amazon, and it's through what they call add-on products. So you can't search for add-on products. You just need to try to figure out how to find them yourself. And the simplest way to do that is you have to know the actual name of the product. So the chips that I ordered, which are right here, and let me stack them on up. Some of them arrived, not all of them arrived. These were add-on products, so sometimes when they, I don't know exactly how it works. I think when they have overstock, what they do is they put things on add-on. This is interesting. And so what happens with add-on is that the price is heavily discounted. And so these are Claysmith Gaming. These are clay chips, and people typically call them China clays. There's a guy that does amazing reviews on poker chips. So somewhere in this video, I'm gonna put a picture of his video and the title and everything. I can't link to it, but I will put it in the description below if I remember. So if you wanna do reviews on all sorts of chips, then he's an awesome resource. But anyways, getting back to add-on products on Amazon. So these chips, for 25 of them, normally, depending upon the denomination, I'll actually kind of like pan this in a little closer on some of these over on my other camera. So these things normally go from anywhere from like $9 up to $15 for 25 of them. But sometimes they have these specials for add-ons, And I got these 25 of them anywhere from $4 down to like the high $2.80 for them because they were on add-on. Now, it wasn't all the denominations. I got $100 chips, $10 denominations, and $25 denominations. And they usually have limited stock, and I actually bought out most of them, but not all of them. I ended up buying a total of 100 of each denomination, but not all of them came, so several are coming next week. But some of them came, and so the whole point in doing this was to make sure that I had chips that were solid quality, that were clay chips, and they had denominations on them, so when I filmed videos where I'm talking about stuff like pot odds and implied odds and all that stuff, that you guys can actually see the denominations, because with my other chips I put them away, but let me go ahead and pull some of them out. So these crappy plastic chips with the metal inserts, these things are, I mean, they're loud, they're junky, they work, but they're not that great, and there's no denominations on them. So these really aren't the best chips in the world for talking about pot odds and implied odds. With chips like these, I can actually put them up really close on camera, and then you guys can actually see the denominations. And when I talk about pot odds and we look at how much is in the pot, how much is behind, how much you have to call, it's just so much easier, and it's really a lot easier for you guys to pick up on the concept. So that was the main goal behind doing this. You know, I'm going to pause the video for a second. I'm going to open these up because they have them in these plastic tubes, and they're shrink wrapped as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my trays out here, my poker trays, and get them in there, and we'll be back in 1 second with that part. Alright, so everything's unboxed, and these are the chips that I have so far. When everything's all said and done, I'm going to have a total of 3 different trays, so I ordered 100 of each, and they should all be here and at my home within a week. So some of them are in transit. I think they're in transit. They're going to be shipping soon. But in terms of the chips themselves, I got 3 denominations, and you're going to notice that the chips look the same. So the ridging and the press, in terms of the way that they molded it, it looks the same. But you're going to notice that the sticker's different. So the $10 chip and the $25 chip are going to be Bluff River Canyon or Bluff Canyon Casino or something like that. And the $100 chip is their Desert Heat Casino. So they aren't the exact same sticker, but I got them for like a third of the price. And so rather than paying full price, why would I pay full price for what I'm trying to do? So I figured, you know what? It doesn't really matter for my personal needs in terms of creating videos for you guys and having home games. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. The chips are the exact same, it's just a different sticker. The whole purpose is that I just wanted denominations. So again, if you guys want to get these, the easiest way is to simply go onto Amazon and type in Claysmith Gaming Poker Chips or Claysmith Gaming Poker, and all the products are going to come up. And what you're going to look for, you're going to scroll down, and you're going to look for ones where the chips are around a third of the price of the normal ones, and sometimes it'll say add-on. You want to click on that, and you want to get the ones that are the add-on specials. The deals come and go, so you just have to keep your eye out for them. My buddy has the $5 chips of these, and he got them a while ago, so I know this deal happens on, you know, I don't know, I guess on a random basis. I'm sure there's some sort of reason why they do it. But I bought most of, I think I bought all the $10 ones, or maybe all the $25 ones. I bought most of the other 2 as well. So I think they have limited quantities, and maybe it's just overstock, and that's what they do to get rid of overstock. But the chips themselves are really nice. I like them. So if we look at them, I have just my old crappy plastic chip here. I have an actual Paulson chip, a casino grade Caesar's Palace chip. And if we take some of these chips, and let me actually slide these out of the way. And so what I want to do is we take these and we listen. These are what the casino grade chips sound like. And here's my chips I just bought. They're very similar because they're both clay, but then we take these crappy plastic chips with the metal infused in them. Super loud and clingy. And plus these red chips, these plastic ones, they're just very soft. They're very junky feeling. They're just not really, they don't feel like it's premium quality. In terms of these, of course they're not going to be, these aren't going to be on the same par as a chip like a casino grade quality chip. And even if you bought a home grade version of a Pulson chip, it's not going to be as good as the casino grade chips. But these are pretty damn good chips for the price. I mean, I paid like all in maybe like 36 bucks for all of them. So I got them for super cheap, and I'm happy. So if you guys want these, if you guys can't find them, put a comment down below, and I'll see if I can find them for you guys, and see if I can post a link, or at least show you guys, do a search string and just reply with the search string for Amazon that I used. But yeah, they're solid quality chips. I recommend them if you guys want to get some home chips. They're highly recommended, and there's also a guy that's all he does is review poker chips and poker products, and he highly recommends these chips for, I would say, like a mid-level chip. Not a premium chip, but a mid-level chip. But anyways, that's those chips. That are the chips that I'm going to be using for future videos, hopefully, when I do pot odds, implied odds, all that fun stuff. But let's now talk about my chips that I got in Vegas. So I want to kind of, I'm kind of proud of myself for doing this, so I want to share with you guys everything that I was able to get. So let's go ahead and let's do that. These are all the chips I was able to get from Vegas on my last trip, and actually I had a couple of them from a long time ago, like this New Orleans one, and you notice I've had it for a while. It's actually chipped a little bit, which sucks. Horseshoe one I've had for a while, and an older Venetian chip. But all these other chips I got on my last trip walking around to the card rooms, and I got two of them. Venetian and Palazzo shared the same poker room, so they gave me one of each. Unfortunately, they gave me some older chips, so I mean they really weren't keen on giving me new chips. But for the most part, when I went around, everybody in the card rooms were super polite and super nice, and they tried to find me new chips. Like, I mean, look at some of these chips. Like these Harris chips are brand new. These Flamingo chips are brand new. These Caesar Palace chips are pretty much brand new. So, and Monte Carlo, I mean, a lot of them are just really new, or they've never been played with, and they tried to look in their stash of chips to find ones that they haven't used. So I thought that was pretty damn cool that they did that. I'm sure they get a lot of requests for them. But in terms of me getting them, I tried to go and visit as many of the card rooms as possible on our trip when I was out and about, sightseeing with my parents. And so this is what I've compiled so far. I mean, I never thought to really do this back in the days. I've been to Vegas so many times I can't remember. But I never really even thought to do this. I don't even know why. But now I'm kind of getting into the kick of wanting to take a bunch of these and frame them and put them on the wall, or maybe build my own little platform and add rows on as I need them and have them on the wall or have them on my bookshelf or something. But I thought it'd be super cool. So I ended up getting Harris, Treasure Island, Luxor, the Mirage, the Venetian Palazzo, Flamingo, Aria, Monte Carlo, Mandalay Bay, and the Wynn, Bally's, Excalibur, Caesar's Palace, Bellagio, and MGM Grand on this trip. And I already had New Orleans in the Horseshoe and an old school Venetian chip from a long time ago. And so that's what I have so far. I'm looking to expand this, and if you guys have any cool chips, if you guys want to, be nice enough to send me a chip, you guys can do that. I mean, I'd super appreciate that. I'm looking to expand it. It'd be cool to get stuff from places where I'm probably never going to visit because it's too far away or it's international. But if you guys have any chips you want to share, I'd super appreciate it. I'll put my address on the screen so you guys can see it, my shipping address. You can just send them there, and then I can just kind of make this, let's say we can make this like a national or international collection of chips. I typically only visit Vegas. I visit Reno, I visit Lake Tahoe, but I've never thought to get chips there. I'm actually going to Tahoe for my birthday in a couple weeks. I'm going there, so maybe I'll get some chips there if I have time. But even the local card rooms, I don't get them because I figure, well, I visit them on a regular basis. But yeah, so I thought it'd be super cool to take all these chips and just frame them up and have a bunch of them. I don't know. Have you guys done that? If you guys have done that, take a picture and show me what it looks like. because I haven't really seen it. I've seen people put the frames on Amazon. I'm wondering if I can just get a frame at maybe like a local frame shop where it's for coins, for people that do collector coins, or if I have to do one where it's designed just for chips. I don't know. I figured if I did one out of wood, I could just get a drill bit and, you know, cut a piece of wood in half after I drill it down the center, cut it in half, and have it like a rack where they kind of like lay on at an angle. So I might do that. But that's it. I mean, this is all my poker chips. I'm just looking super excited to having these framed up, and I'm also super stoked to have these new chips as well. My chips for the poker school for videos, so I can do videos for you guys. And so that's really all this video was all about. So, you know, if you guys want to share chips, I'd super appreciate it. If you got any cool poker stuff you want to let me know about, definitely let me know about as well. Like if you have a cool frame or if you have a cool idea for this, I'd super appreciate it. So yeah, that's the chips. So there's one other thing I forgot to mention, and it's that I also picked up chip trays. And so let me go ahead and slide this over here so you can see it a little better. Picked these up on Amazon as well. I think it was $12.99 for 10 of them. Chip trays are decent. They work. So I don't have all my chips here, but they are stackable. So if you do fill them up, you can stack them. But they are not the exact same chips that are going to be in the card room. They're not as, I would say, as sturdy. They feel flimsier, they feel lighter. And I see where some people, when they had them delivered on their Amazon reviews, some of them were cracked or broken or chipped. So, but once you get them, if you have them at home, I think they're pretty damn solid. So yeah, I recommend these. I think these are Bry Belly, B-R-Y Belly, and they're pretty damn solid. I mean, 12 of them or 10 of them for $12.99. I think it was $12.99. I really can't beat that price. So if you guys are looking for chip trays too, you can get those on Amazon as well. I think these chips were the best sellers on Amazon for the chip trays. So I'm happy with them. I'm happy with the chips. And so, you know what? That's going to conclude today's video. And like I said, today's video is going to be all about poker chips. So if you guys have any questions about these chips I picked up, let me know. If you guys have problem or issues finding them, let me know. Clay Smith Gaming, Clay Smith is one word, available on Amazon and probably available on places like eBay, and I know they're actually available on their website as well and some other independent online retailers. So good chips, I like them. And yeah guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you like the video, as usual, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your family members, tell your friends, tell anybody that plays poker as well. And guys, again, have an awesome day, and I will see you guys at our next video. Take care.